Well, well, well. If it isn't the man of legend himself, the sleeping dragon of Conton, Udoo.
Oh, I suppose you arrived without much fanfare. Though it isn't lost on me how hard it is to celebrate under these circumstances. Can I help you with something?
Of course. I've called you here because of your influence in the past. I'm hoping to make my new position as the leader of the resistance a permanent one. I figure with the right names backing me, I can have a bit more support from the public.
No, this timing doesn't sit right with me. We should be handling other things right now. Your position out there doesn't supersede how things are handled back here in Conton. Given the events that took place, Trunks and Cronoa may be willing to wish Barrotto and the rest of your fleet back. Trying to build up some sort of public image makes you look...
I don't mean to come across like I'm anxious or anything. I just feel that I know our enemy far more than any of the defenders here could possibly know. As the last survivor of the squadron, I think it's a pretty valid testament to my ability and willingness to survive at all costs.
Has anyone ever told you that you have an annoying habit of overspeaking?
Excuse me?
Well, you're just speaking to me like you have to explain everything. To be blunt, we're not associates, and I'm grieving over the loss of my brother-in-law, regardless of how permanent or temporary it may be.
Oh, now have you gone and hurt my feelings, old-timer? I'm being nice. Requesting a bit of help is all. Pardon me if I had a bit more ambition than sitting around at a pond all day.
I feel as though my words are falling on deaf ears here, so allow me to articulate them to you in a different way. I don't appreciate you coming to me with what feels like a personal agenda. This return to Conton without any scratches on you is a bit suspicious to anyone with eyes. How exactly would a close-knit squad get obliterated without leaving a trace?
Simple, an ambush. There was no way we could have seen it coming.
Yes, a very likely story. Yet you appear without a single thread out of place on that ivory cape of yours, smiling that pristine picturesque smile with all of your teeth accounted for, vying for quite possibly the highest rank a patroller could have during wartime. You know, I served alongside Barrotto too, right? Ambushes were a dime a dozen. I'm still here. Never once made it through one without getting a scratch on me, though.
Are you trying to accuse me of something, Udoo?
I think it's very clear that I'm suspicious. But my answer to your question is, would you tell the truth if I'm correct in my assumptions?
Watch your tongue! Slander won't get you very far. I suppose seeking help from a has-been hero was bound to end up being a failure. I'll take this little meeting as you're formally declining my request.
Yes, I am formally declining your request if that wasn't obvious.
As the saying goes, Udoo, you're either with me or against me. And unlike Barrotto, I don't have a problem getting rid of my enemies.
You know, in my head, I've already subjected you to at least 60 interrogation techniques. And with each passing second, it grows more difficult to keep my thoughts at bay. So, for your sake, I think it's best for you to go and review whatever flashcards you have lined up for whatever story you plan to tell at your rally. I do wish you the best, though.
Very well. We'll see where that little threat of yours gets you in the future.
That scrambled message was over 2 months ago. And you only arrived after the dead man message made it back to us. Just what the hell were you up to in space for that long?
Where have you been? Searching all alone.